For those of you who are unaware of it, this is called the Jitterbug-J. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I'm a bit of a techie. So you may wonder, you may ask yourself, why would you want something, would I want something like this when I could have something like the Droid or the Voyager, etc.? Well, when I said in my previous video about final phone thoughts, and I was going to go back to the basics, I was dead serious. This phone is as basic as you can get. It's actually designed for seniors. Or the original, I should say, was designed for seniors. This redesign is being marketed for everyone. And if you're wondering, well, wait a moment, how in the world could my generation want something like this? Well, I actually read somewhere that more complex technology, and in case anybody's wondering, I could try to locate it, but it's been a long time since I read that. But anyway, what it says was, more complex technology is forcing customers to actually return their devices. Why? Because they don't know how to use them. Let me show you something here. Take a look at this keypad. Yes, no, up, down. Take a look at this menu system. You just go up and down. The stuff that you want is the stuff that the current selection is highlighted in black. Very easy to use. And if you ever forget your number, which I know some people do, here it is. Now obviously it's blacked out in this CNET photo, but it will be there. This is a phone, like I said, it's not just for seniors. Jitterbug is marketing it towards everyone. What other market would want this phone? Well, if you're somebody who cannot see very well, the Jitterbug, thanks to Verizon's Open Handset Initiative, will run on Verizon's network. You just have to buy it, you have to get it unlocked, and I don't know how you go about it. This phone comes in two colors, black and white. Jitterbug themselves do offer text messaging, but it's a little bit pricey at 10 cents a message, and there's no $250 for $5 a month or $500 for $10 a month that you get on Verizon. The reason is because the main demographic behind this phone probably wouldn't use it as such. Take a look at the size of the font on this keypad. It's huge. And it is very, like I said, it's very easy to navigate this phone. It's just simple yes or no. It is asking here, do you want to select the phone book? Do you go in the phone book, you just say yes. So, what is wrong with it? Well, there are actually a couple of things. Number one, there's no audio readout of the menu system, and for somebody who's totally blind, that could be a problem. And number two is a social issue. The Jitterbug originally was designed for senior citizens, and that it's been at least 3 years before this particular model came out, and that demographic I think is kind of stuck to this phone. In other words, now the black is a nice touch. It makes it look a little bit more youthful, but at the same time, seeing somebody walk around with something like this, who's my age, you might get a little bit of a social anxiety. That's number one. Number two, activating this on Verizon, even if it did work, I don't know if the texting would work. And the Jitterbug plans are way too limiting for somebody of my demographic. Given the fact that these days people text more than they talk. Some do anyway. You know, I could see that as a problem. What else is there a problem with? Well, I'd like to see more. I'd like to see high contrast. In other words, you see how we have the black text, the black background with the white text. I would like to see that throughout the entire phone, and maybe do, say, yellow background with blue text for highlighted items. A lot of people who have low vision prefer the high contrast. Maybe include some more options. The other thing that's a problem with the Jitterbug is the lack of ability to adjust the brightness. And for somebody who is photosensitive like myself, this can be a very serious problem. Especially if you're in a dimly lit area. Now, The final thing that I think they should do with this phone is maybe change the design, maybe make a Jitterbug-Y, which would stand for youthful. I'm not saying, you know, the tween market. I'm talking about people, say, in the age range of 18 to 30, who have low vision and could seriously benefit from a phone like this. I've seen it in person at the store. I played with one. I will tell you that if you do have low vision, this phone is excellent, provided you don't mind living within Jitterbug's limitations. Now, activating on Verizon would work because this phone is... Jitterbug is now a mobile virtual network operator on Verizon, which means that they essentially are piggybacking on Verizon's network. Even though you sign up with Jitterbug services initially, you're running on Verizon's network. So, I think for now I might settle with this if I can get it to work on Verizon and get the texting to work on Verizon. But otherwise, I would say get something else, and wait until the day comes when you can take the Jitterbug's features and make them a little bit more youth-oriented with the services. That's just my take on it, but I just think overall the Jitterbug's a great phone. Just a couple things holding it back from being a true appeal to everyone. You know, hey, I could be wrong. There might be some people that don't mind Jitterbug's limitations, but I personally, you know, that's just me. I do, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. Insults against me will get you blocked, and have a nice day. Incidentally, I will be providing a very lengthy description in the description area, so be sure to read that.